Ma kagiogi gwe mage anunte gwa muimi teta istu tamao na ya keisi was kawi tu ka go mal tun wa kisi gogo te we ka we ta at basic kagiogi gwe uma kagina hatamago aga skiuta anaga togia anunte gwa Juanito, wea, kigwe, stuta mao, tutako. Tigoge, pas kamus tu kagwe, kamus itigoge. Pagi gwen stuta ko, ekwe, wapati gusti. Tane goge uta kaya ti, pas kamus tu, tane goma. Mo poeg naga teitam kiwe. Timaga. Go sky go tagaya tigoge. Go kne tigo. Visto, e questo tamo tigo wasta ute. Sky. Tansuma is kuise matita tigo. We is got the basic eto da kagi. Kagyogi ga te beta. Agoma, I said that read it everything. 4 years that but there but others don't understand. Have to be given some about to understand what they are preserving.
Not having our elders as our first teachers and us being taken away through like residential school, it always seems to go into that circle, and residential school is what has really hurt us.
We weren't allowed to talk our own language. We were severely punished for that, and we weren't allowed to practice any of our own cultural practices. So when you say taking the Indian out of the child, that's basically what they were doing. And the end result of that was not a good result, because what happened was a lot of people who went to residential school got lost because they lost their culture, they lost their language, they lost family ties, they lost their ties to the community. Speaking for myself and my sister, you go back to your community, but a big chunk of your life is gone, has been lived out of the community, so you feel like you never really belong. So that was totally taken away from you. So it's not a good experience.
We didn't talk Cree to our babies when they were small. That's the trouble. That's where the trouble came from. That's where they started not wanting to talk Cree, because all they heard was English. We talked English to the kids. And when they were small growing up, that's all we did was talk English. Even our parents started doing that. All they did was, but for me, I was in residential 5.5 years, residential school. But I didn't lose my language. And I was raised in a white world, because my parents had to go out and work in a white world. I was hardly on a reserve. I was in a white world.
First time we started drumming, I taught him about teachings of the drum and how it came about, and the hides, like these stuff, crafts. Very important then for them to learn these things in this program. It's teachings that were passed down. These teachings came from a long ways, like way before my grandparents, and yeah, these are very, very important values that they have to learn if they really want to, find themselves.
There's different sounds to it. Look at it. Hollow, tight, Oo. Right? Just right. I'll show you guys, there's different styles of songs. This one is the chicken dance, like, not the chicken dance you see at a powwow. There's a chicken dance in our, yeah, free.
We did a chicken dance for our Christmas party.
Yeah. But even the crow style have a certain way of songs.
Try it. Try it.
But there's a double beat, right?
We need to go back to the land. We need to go back to our traditional people, back to our culture, and back to traditional ways of learning and knowing. And that's the way to bring our language back, to revitalize our language.
Cleanse.
Yeah.
With the sweat.
What do you guys know about the sweat?
I know it's raw. It's like not to swear in here, not to talk dirty. Not to,
Talk when you're supposed to talk.
not
Don't
to.
talk when you're not allowed.
In meeting with our elders, they showed us by example. And their kindness and their storytelling and oral tradition, that's part of who we are as First Nation, not only Cree, but as First Nations people. And if you look at society and where we are today, like here at, not only at Atakakoup School, but not only our kids, but even for me as a First Nations educator, but more specifically as a woman, it's even hard for me because I don't have my language.
We had lived a life. I've seen a lot in my years. I've told us kids how we used to live. And I tell them how I used to live. I used myself a lot, how I lived, and the things we used to do, because our parents, we were poor. Our parents couldn't afford toys for Christmas. They used to make toys for us. Those were toys. And our chores, that was a game for us. We had fun doing those chores because we were racing. It was a game. And it was fun. And I call them the good old days. Because there was no such thing as drugs.
These are good eating, though. These fish.
Something to eat.
We won't starve.
I think it's important for them to learn that it's a part of their life, and it's a way of living. And a long time ago, that's all people had was to eat from what they catch. So I think responsibility is good for them to learn that when you are catching fish, that you don't waste it, you eat it, and to live off the land, basically. I think it's important for them to learn to live off the land.
And the name of the net, Natayapi.
Natayapi.
Yeah, Natayapi.
Natayapi.
Ayapi means go get your net. Go get the net.
Ayapi is net. Ayapi.
Ayapi. What about setting up the net? Paktawa.
The wall.
Setting up your net. Like what he's doing, he's gonna go and paktawa.
Buttocks on the wall.
What is he gonna get? You know, see what? Fish, right? More than one? Catfish. Sasquatches. Guys, hey. Jackfish.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch fish.
Yeah, catfish. When you ask your friend that's beside you, do pak tamotan. Do
Pak to.
do pak
To pak.
tamotan.
To pak.
Means let's go fish, let's go set our net. What's Tim doing right now?
Mixing the net. Separating it.
Getting it prepared, right? What's wrong with the net?
It has a lot of holes.
And what?
He has to repair.
And he's stretching it
Un
and organizing it.
yes, and untangling it, right?
No big holes here. This one I got to grab like the whole time.
There's 2 nets, right? Yeah. Fixing this one.
Did you guys finish writing this down?
Yeah? Oh, I'm just.
Oma?
Can you?
Our ancestors are from the land. They lived from the land. Everything was from the land. I lived from the land. I seen that. So, we are native people from the land.